Senator Ron Wyden and Senator Rand Paul are teaming up together to fight the Patriot Act, or at least the reauthorization of the full Patriot Act in the Senate. Now, the Hill goes into exactly what they're doing, and it says the two are coordinating their opposition to an extent of several different provisions of the Patriot Act that are set to expire at the end of June. Now, Mitch McConnell wants to bring this up to a vote. He's introduced an extension with everything involved. That includes a lot of the domestic spying provisions that a lot of people are against, including Senator Rand Paul and, of course, Senator Ron Wyden. Now, these two have been fighting against these extra provisions that, for example, the bulk collection of phone data, metadata, and all that. Basically, all of those expanded surveillance practices that the government is using to spy on Americans. So it makes sense that Rand Paul is logically consistent on this and saying, look, we don't like these practices. We don't like being spied on by our government. And whether or not you're a Democrat or Republican or a so-called libertarian, which I don't really think Rand Paul is, but that's beside the point, it's good to see him teaming up across the aisle, reaching across the aisle to go and, of course, try to shut this thing down. Now, an aide to Rand Paul said, Rand Paul's ready to work with anybody who supports our position. Now, Ron Wyden also announced on Sunday that he intended to filibuster any short-term extension of the law without major reforms, like ending the collection of phone records, and an aide said his office was closely coordinating with Rand Paul. Basically, they said, we will be filibustering, we will be trying to stop it, we're not going to let them run over us, and that was Rand Paul. Now, it's kind of interesting to look at this, to look at who supports this and who doesn't support this. And you've got Mitch McConnell bringing this up saying, yes, let's spy on Americans, let's go through their phone, let's go through their email, let's spy in on them, Patriot Act, because we love being patriots or something like that. And I love the Orwellian name for this whole thing, the USA Freedom Act, which is the complete antithesis of actual freedom. Lots of fun. So that's very Orwellian. Great job in naming that piece of crap. For me personally, I want to see it going. I'm in the camp of oddly enough, I'm in the camp of Rand Paul on this one and saying, look, let's get rid of it. Now, Ron Wyden wants to get rid of a lot of the controversial stuff, but he's okay with the rest of the Patriot Act. I want it gone. We don't need it. Get rid of it. But at least they're working together to try and stop some of the most egregious parts of the Patriot Act from getting reauthorized. So I hope to see them filibuster it. I hope to see them stop the whole thing. And one day, I hope to see a full repeal, get rid of the Patriot Act. It doesn't do anything for us. It's just nothing more than the government being able to spy on us. And that's crap.